What's up, everybody? My name is Bonfire, and welcome to another beer review. Seeing as yesterday was the season finale of Game of Thrones, I thought it would be appropriate to review the Game of Thrones beer. This is the Game of Thrones Seven Kingdoms Hoppy Wheat Ale by Ommegang Brewery in Cooperstown, New York. So not really a local brewery here in the Northwest area, but I'm still really excited. I've been seeing this beer many times over at Costco. That's where I picked it up, so check your local Costco. They may have this beer if you do want to try it out after checking out the video. And I thought, season finale Game of Thrones, this would be a perfect time to try this bad boy out and enjoy it while I watch the show. So that's what we're doing. You can see it's a bigger beer than the traditional 22-ounce bottle. It's even got the cork top. But regardless, let's crack this baby open and start with what is and always will be the first of the beer reviews, the smell test. It's not like a champagne bottle. I'm expecting it to explode. Like, ooh, okay, maybe it did just a little bit. So even just getting a smell off this, it smelled a little sweet, but now I'm getting the wheat. It smells very wheat, almost like a cracker. Yeah. So I'm definitely getting some fresh hops in there. You can definitely smell that, and I'm also getting that wheaty cracker tasting smell. So now that we've got that out of the way, it's our first sip. Let's do this. That is really interesting. That is really interesting because typical wheat beers typically aren't hoppy, right? And then you have your IPAs and your hoppy beers. They have that hoppy taste to them, obviously. And this combines both of those. You get that wheat, almost cracker-like taste, it's what I like to call it, but then you also get a light hoppy flavor. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, now comes the illustrious pour test. I actually had to switch glasses real quick because on here it shows this type of glass that you want to pour your beer in. Lucky for me, I got one. And it says to pour slowly to not disturb the yeast sediment. What am I, a noob? Let's do this. We got that light color. I like that. That I get so excited when I pour a beer and it just looks so good. Look at that. Look at that color. I love it. Great color. Now we can get that hoppy cracker smell, is what I like to call it. That's good looking. All right, now that we've let the beer breathe a little bit in a beautiful, appropriate glass, we're going for that taste test number 2. Yeah. So here's the thing. So it does have that wheat flavor. If you like wheat beers, you're definitely going to like this. Don't let the hop, how do they call it? The hoppy in the title deter you from this beer because it's not that hypey. You get a little bit of that hop flavor that you would get from like an IPA, but it's not heavy like an IPA. It's very light. And overall, I would say this is a pretty light beer because, you know, sometimes the wheat beers, they're great during summer, but they can be a little heavy at times, at least in the wheat flavor. Like, that's where I get the cracker thing from. Sometimes it feels like you're chewing on crackers when you drink a wheat beer. But with this, it's light. It does have a crisp freshness with that hops it's a lot better than I thought it was. I'm gonna be honest. I had pretty lowered expectations going into this. I'm not big on wheat beers. Some are good, but just not a huge fan of them. And this is just, it's crisp. There's a crispness to it. I really like it. Man, I'm really surprised with this. And on that note, I want to do a nice little cheers to Game of Thrones. Not only for being an amazing show, but for having an amazing beer alongside it. It's good. So now comes the part in every episode where I answer the question, would I buy this beer again? And I gotta say, the answer is yes, I would buy this beer again. I know my wife's gonna love it because she likes those wheat beers. It's, like I said, it's light, it's got a crisp to it, it has freshness with the hops, it's not too hoppy, and you get that wheat flavor that a lot of people know and love. Overall, I'd say it's an excellent beer, worthy of the 7 Kingdoms. And there you guys have it. Oh, excuse me, that came out of nowhere. That's what happens when you drink beer on the show. But there you guys have it for the 7 Kingdoms Hoppy Wheat Ale by Ommegang Brewery, aka the Game of Thrones beer. Let me know what you guys think about this beer, and if you're gonna go out and try it, again, check your local Costco or Sam's Club. They're kind of one and the same there, to see if you guys can pick it up. Let me know down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And until next time, I'm Bonfire, and I will see you online.
Yeah, now come up, it's shady you now. If you with me, put your hands up. On the fly, ladies, to the front, go ahead, stand up. Fellas, if you see the one you want, it's time to man up. Like, hey,